Today I'll be sharing with you my top 12 recommended read aloud books for younger families with children in grades K through 3. I'm Jenny Phillips, the founder of The Good and the Beautiful. We create resources that have been used by hundreds of thousands of families to help raise their children in beauty and light. Learn more on our website and check out our free book list. Both are linked in the description below. The 12 recommended books I'm talking about today are full-length books to read over multiple days, not picture books. Please keep in mind that it is still wonderful to read picture books to children in grades K through 3 and much older. If you have children younger than kindergarten age, I suggest picture books as your main source of read-alouds. But when children get near or in kindergarten, they can be ready to listen to read-alouds with no pictures. Keep reading sessions short and watch for cues of when children may be reaching the end of their attention span. Also, I highly recommend stopping often while you're reading to just talk about what happened and ask the children questions. This will not only keep children engaged, but it will also keep them focused. And having children summarize and discuss stories are fantastic exercises for the brain and for future reading comprehension skills. In fact, reading to children is one of the very best ways to improve their cognitive and academic development, and reading to children even improves their writing skills. Also, if you choose Good and Beautiful style books to read, reading to your children can give them a strong moral foundation. Their hearts and minds are so impressionable. Okay, these are not in any particular order, but my first recommended read aloud book is The Light at Turn Rock. Published in 1951, this Newbery Honor book tells the story of Ronnie and his aunt as they become stranded at the Turn Rock Lighthouse. Ronnie's aunt is a great role model. She's patient, forgiving, optimistic, and cheerful. This quick and fun read features fantastic writing with illustrations on most pages, so it's a good one to read while your child is cuddled up next to you looking at the pictures. Although it could be enjoyed any time of the year, this book does have a strong Christmas theme. Let's move to recommendation number 2, The Cabin Faced West. This is such a fantastic book. When Anne Hamilton's family moves to the West in 18th century America, the area is so remote that only 2 families live there. Readers will love the characters, engaging plot, and vivid writing as they learn about a previous era and feel both the challenge and wonders of the new land through Anne's eyes. Themes of this wonderful book include gratitude, adjusting to change, love of learning, hard work, strong families, and compassion. The warm family relationships are really in stark contrast to many popular books today that make fun of parents and siblings and act as if family members are annoying. If this matters to you, you will love The Good and the Beautiful book list, which does not include any books that make it look funny or acceptable to make fun of parents or siblings. My third recommended book for family read-alouds is The Chocolate Touch. It's an example of literature that is funny while being absolutely appropriate. There is a moral to the story, don't be greedy, but it is mainly just a book that is fun and offers wholesome reading. This is especially a good book for children who are reluctant to get started with family read-alouds. Book number 4 is a wonderful book to impact the hearts and the minds of your children, Wilma Rudolph. This book tells the inspiring story of the first American athlete to win 3 gold medals at a single Olympic game and who has been called the world's fastest woman. Much of the book focuses on Rudolph's childhood, including being born premature and sickly, and then triumphing over an illness after she was told she would never walk again. Next is number 5 on my list, The 100 Dresses. This Newbery Honor book has been a beloved classic for more than 70 years. The book is 80 pages long with big print and pictures on most pages. In this touching story, readers learn about the damage caused by prejudice, racism, and teasing as the book illustrates the meaning of being understanding, standing up for what is right, and showing kindness. Readers also gain knowledge about school and daily life in the 1940s. This is a great book to spark discussion with your children after reading. All right, number 6 is Badger Hills Farm, which is a book series that I actually wrote for younger children and is the best-selling series on goodandbeautiful.com. The Todd family has inherited a large farm that holds many secrets and surprises for cousins Timothy and Zoe. Readers get to follow along as Timothy and Zoe explore the mysteries of the farm in the 6 books of the Badger Hills Farm series. Messages about the importance of faith, family, and friends will encourage the hearts and minds of your young readers in these action-packed books. The 7th book I recommend for family read-alouds for younger children is Rickshaw Girl. This award-winning story has all the things we look for in a book: clean and appropriate content, good writing, good messages, good educational value, good entertainment value. My family enjoyed reading this book and learning more about the culture in Bangladesh. Okay, on to book recommendation number 8, Owls in the Family. The author is a fantastic writer. This book, published in 1961, is still in print 50 years later. It's an uplifting story inspired by the author's own life as a child. Not only is it a well-written, wholesome, funny, adventurous story, but it also teaches a lot about owls and life in rural Canada in the mid-1900s. I also love the appreciation for and connection with nature that the main character displays. Book recommendation number 9 is a short but very valuable and fun read set in Asia, A Grain of Rice. The official description for this book reads, "A clever, cheerful, hardworking farmer's son wins the hand of a Chinese princess by outwitting her father, the emperor, who treasures his daughter more than all the rice in China." This well-written, clever story contains lessons about hard work and exponential growth. Number 10 on the list is also set in Asia, Seesaw Girl. This short historical fiction book features fantastic writing and great educational value as it teaches about life in 17th century Korea. The story is lively and interesting, and good values are promoted. Book recommendation number 11 is Classic Starts, The Prince and the Pauper. While I am not a fan of abridged classics for older children or adults, I highly recommend many of the Classic Start series for younger readers. My children have loved reading them, and they are wholesome classic stories. Our book list has a list of all the books in this series that we recommend, but The Prince and the Pauper is my personal favorite in this series. The plotline is so fun, and there's a lot of meaningful messages to discuss with your children. All right, the last book, number 12 on my list, is another Good and Beautiful original series sold exclusively on goodandbeautiful.com. It's Crooked Creek Ranch. These books have been beloved by our customers. There's never a dull moment when you live on an isolated cattle ranch in the hills of Southern California. Crooked Creek Ranch features the characters Sarah, Levi, and Tommy, who enjoy fun adventures on the ranch. It's a funny book, and it's based on true events from the childhood of the author's mother. These heartwarming stories reveal a glimpse into rural life in the early 1900s and focus on the unbreakable bond of a family. The Good and the Beautiful is passionate about helping families and children return to a love of literature that is wholesome and worthy. There is an absolutely beautiful world of books out there, old and new, that teach respect, kindness, and honesty through wonderfully written, engaging, and inspiring stories. When you immerse your children in this kind of literature over time, you will see your children become more kind, more respectful, and more positive. You can find over 900 more recommended books at goodandbeautifulbooklist.com. See the description below to learn more. Make sure to join me for more book recommendation videos coming soon.